So, like most of you who watch the channel, you have a lot of model files on your computer and lots of other programs, and if you're like me, you've lost track. And I lost track today. So I was trying to run Openinterpreter 2, and it was working fine. It is kind of a flawed system currently for me. It couldn't find the desktop when I installed it, and when I asked it to create files, it created it in the wrong location. But I'll make another video on that at some point soon. It looks very interesting and it looks very powerful in a lot of ways. Anyway, what you see on screen here is WinDirStat. So it's up there in the corner. WinDirStat allows you to analyze your file system on your computer, and I've been clearing it out. And, like, for example, this is the hyperfilsys. This is the page file. This is one of my Linux distributions. And I thought to myself, yeah, I have one on there, but well, why do I have this one? And I opened up my Docker Compose, my desktop Docker, and I found, oh, I have agentgpt running. I thought, what is agentgpt? And I'd completely forgotten that I made this guy, or installed this guy. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about it today, because like most things, I wasn't too impressed, but I wasn't unimpressed either. So what is it? So what I did last time is it has the potential to make you agents, kind of like the GPT store in a sense, but it also has, like, for example, here's a planned detailed trip to Hawaii that somebody made as a demo for this. So this is not mine. It uses GPT 3.5 or 3.4, or 3.5 or 4. You can set it in settings. Now if I click on this, then it'll open it up and you'll see my API key, and I don't feel like changing it, but it's very simple and you'll see it's written down. It uses that, but it also uses memgpt, so it remembers and improves itself over time. So if I just go and create a new agent, my name is Owen, and I am looking for ideas on how to make new YouTube content regarding AI. Now, what this is lacking for me is, I actually have a lot of this, so I'm not too sure what's up. This is actually one of the issues why I think I didn't make a video on it. As I said, it took me a while to remember. It'll try 25 attempts before quitting, and that's also in the settings. It could be that I just put my API key back in there, so I'll just actually turn that off, turn it back on, and then see what happens. Oh my god, the workout song is annoying. Okay, let's do that now. So this is Docker Desktop, just gonna stop it. It doesn't always work for me, I found, with Docker Desktop. Now, one of the issues that I found with it is that it wasn't good enough to create files on the desktop for me or run actions that I would have wanted it to do. So if I just go in here, we can go to the reworked agentgpt. Just have a look at it a bit more. So it's a cool site. Here's the demo of it. So there's no sound coming out of it if you're curious. So platform GPT, embarking, write some code to make a platform game. Added research, game, task design, added write, debug. After researching, okay. I'm just wondering if I'm wrong right now. Yeah, this is what I liked about it, that it could actually take or create images using DALL-E and then use that to put it to some code. Now, collision detection, it seems wonderful, right? Writing test code, including movement controls, local progression, and collision. I'm happy to be wrong. Go write some code to make a platform game. Okay. So let's give it a go. The install was here, so you just git clone, set up bat, and then localhost 3000. It actually, you just have to have Docker desktop sitting on your computer, and it should run from there. I was complaining, never actually working. There we go. So let's have a look again. We'll try the exact same thing that they did in the video. Okay. Right. What was it that they wrote down? Sorry. Goal: write some code to make a platformer game. Write some code to brain dead own. Write some code to make a platformer game. Write some code to make a platformer game. Yeah. Useless. Okay. Right. So I have a Docker desktop here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move you off to the screen. Sorry guys. Just so I can have a look. I'm stopping it right now, going into settings. And my API key should be that. Testing it. The test button comes up with a tick mark, so it should work. Go back to home. And I'm going to bring you guys back. Go and try it again. Yeah, so in my opinion, use a different computer. Don't use me to show demo stuff. It should be working. I'm not too sure why it's not. But I think that's why I didn't create a video on it earlier. And I'm clearing out my PC, so this is one of the ones that I was thinking about getting rid of. Sign out, sign in. Just drag you guys back off again, sorry. And I'm actually going to change it to GPT-4 this time. Oh. It won't let me choose GPT-4. I am stuck using 3.5 unless I write in GPT-4 itself. Nope. Even then it won't let me do it. Okay. So I'll just go back to home. Create a calculus thing. This is one. Yeah, so I'm gonna completely stop it, and I might be deleting it. Hey, let's go with something that should be a possible success for us, shall we? I'll actually try that Openinterpreter in front of you. Now, I did also have problems with that. So what I did was I had mini-conda. I opened it up, and it's pretty simple conda env list, just to show you what you've written before. And I wrote down the name Openinterpreter. So conda activate Openinterpreter. Now, then you type interpreter, and I'm going to show you something that you will want to use, right? Because of testing and costs. We'll just do it this way first. Interpreter, right? Hey, there we go. Okay, find list all folders in the current directory. Now, to list all folders in the current directory, we will use shell commands. That's fine. Yeah, list yes, and then runs. Okay. So this is the kind of issue that I've been getting. It seems like ls, because it should be using dir. Yeah, oh yeah. It figured that out itself, which is pretty good. So this is the current directory that it thinks it's in. So that's, my case, C users ONT echo. Okay. Oh, and I wrote it out in a nice way. That's nice. Now that costs money to run. Only probably a couple of cents. But we don't want to pay for it, right? We're testing. We're testing all the time. And bloody stop. Okay. I'm just going to disable desktop, Docker desktop. So we don't want to do that. So here we go. Exit. Does that work? Oh, Control C. Okay. So to not do that, I'm trying out something new. OBSstudio. Now it's new for me. It's not new for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys have been using this kind of thing before, but I was using Olama, and that was one of the things that I wanted to get rid of. So I had about 6-7 different models running on my computer for all the other projects that I was testing and doing recently. And I wanted to try out OBSstudio because I realized I'm not really diversifying enough in these different areas. So I installed Mistral Instruct 07B on here, and to get it to download, this is its starting server. To get it to download, you just search for what you want, then you go down here to this here, and then select the one that you want, and then click Start Server. The models can appear on the side or whatever. It's not hard. You'll figure it out, and you can't really break anything because it's free. Okay, so it's a 4.33 gigabytes. Now everything was running on my computer very slowly earlier, so when I was watching a YouTube video, it wouldn't show up for me, and I couldn't tell what was happening. So what I'm doing now is you go into Interpreter again. I wonder if help works, just for the sake of it. Nope. Interpreter, and then --local. Bugger. Okay, so let's just do the simple thing of open interpreter. I think it's by a guy called Killian Lucas. Very simple instructions. So pip install Openinterpreter, that's how you get it. Done. And then that's it. 2 lines to get it up and running. But you have to have the API key inside your environment variables, or you export it when you're in there. Now, if we go down a little bit further, I want to find out what these are. I have to play with this a bit more. But I'm going to be using OBSstudio to do so. So --model. Okay. --locals. What did I put in? Excuse me. I did do that. Interpreter instead of interpreter. Okay, so let's ask it the same question. What are we going to ask it again? List all the files in, folders, because I accidentally did files earlier. Folders in the current directory. Now this is unimpressive, but would you like to run this code? Sure. Oh, I realized I'm not working. Okay, cool. Now, this is running completely locally. So if you have a 24 gigabyte VRAM card, and then you will probably get better results than what I'm getting. I have, as you can see over here, a 12 gigabyte card, which I thought was awesome when I first bought it. And then about 10 days later, somebody else had a 3090, and then after that, the whole AI revolution started kicking off with Stable Diffusion and then onto ChatGPT. Yeah. So this is why I'm kind of like meh on this too. So even though I've got this great model and I've got it running on my computer, it can't do something like DIOR, and then that's it. Now there is the Phi model, which comes out from which has come out from Microsoft. So let's just show you how we can download something. So I just Control C. Okay. So let's stop the server and PHI 2. Oh, PHI, go. So Phi 2, December 19th. The bloke. 2 points. Pretty kind of organized by date. I know it's dumb of me, but you know, you kind of start thinking to yourself, hey, if it's newer, it's probably better. Sorry, my son's playing a game. I can't seem to scroll on the side here, but let's go with the. Oh, that's Dolphin 2. That's Phi 2. Let's try Phi 2 GG8 UF. So I think it tells you what, which is good, minimal loss of quality, whereas this would be use is not recommended, extreme loss of quality. So let's go with our bigger one. It shouldn't take too long. I've got a fairly decent connection. So plans for my future videos. I had a rough day yesterday. My daughter I had to bring her to hospital, so I was up late and I didn't make anything. So my future plans are something like keep on investigating, keep learning, but tonight, if I get the chance, I'm going to play a game of Subnautica. And I promise that I'm actually going to stick to the game. So if anybody asks me any questions about AI stuff, unless you're offering me a job, I'm just going to continue working on AI, or on Subnautica as a game. But I'll upload this later today. You should check out my other channels. I made another video recently, and well, that's downloading, and it was a bit of trickery just to try and see if I could get anybody to watch. So I installed Olama on my phone so as to get a cool video. I think this one, and I named it something, The Secret Even Taylor Swift Wished She Knew. I'm trying to get the algorithm to be on my side. So, but there is a very good instruction on how to do that. If you want the shorter one, it's over here. But I laughed my ass off while I made that. But yeah, there's a few other nice, decent ones on here, I think. Yeah, I know I haven't got the cleanest video structure, but I try to jump on between things a lot, and I'm learning how to do better video editing. So yeah, this is one that I liked, Patch Fusion. You should watch that. But and that's up in my house, and that's online. You can go to Hugging Face and have a look at it. So we're almost done in the download. I am trying a lot of different things, and I would benefit from anybody out there suggesting what I should do better. So please feel free to do so. One of the things that I can talk about anything at this point is that most people haven't got this far in the video. So I should probably start off with, hello, help me improve my channel. Tell me what to create and make. But well, here's the thing, right? If I go to home and I go to Tiny Llama, not that I say much, but this guy's had it out for 13 days, and he's a pretty big person in the world of 34,000. For me, that's huge, right? I'm on 173. And you will see that he has 5.1k. Oh, 9.4k, that's really good. Prompt engineer. He's also got quite a few. Yeah, 139k. So nobody gives a damn about Tiny Llama, and I'm making videos on that. And I haven't seen anybody else except for one program where they LLM Android installation. So there was some crowd that did a GitHub where you could actually use Android Studio to install an LLM on your phone, whereas I got it working with just using Userland, an app that you can get off of the Google Play Store, and it works pretty darn well, if you ask me. Just a little slow, but I don't think that theirs will be much faster either. Sorry buddy, I'm a bit busy. Okay, can I help you?
All three of these guys are superheroes.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Iron Hero, and Batman.
Oh, that's awesome, buddy. Okay. I'll come over and have a look in a minute. So now we got Phi downloaded, and now I haven't opened import presets. Phi. Okay. Oh, yeah. Phi. There you go. So that's how you download your second one. Go back to Openinterpreter, and now Phi is a Windows one, so you would assume that they could list all folders on the local, what did we call it earlier? Local, oh, it worked, in the current directory. Current directory. You can see it running over here on the left. That's cool. List all folders in the current directory. C. There we go. List all folders inside of documents. You can see that Openinterpreter supports Markdown code for executing Python and JavaScript. We recommend you to use user React to execute SDK. Okay, right there, it's talking to itself. Let's see if it gets anywhere. Here are the yeah. So using these small models, in my opinion, almost feels like it's pointless. You receive the output, use any programming language. So it's going to try this 25 times or something. Yeah, so another fail in my opinion, and I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but there is one that I wanted to try, which I think, oh, what does the output mean? Okay, so there is one that I wanted to try, and I will try it at a different time because I do not think it's going to work. But we'll have a chat actually first with this thing. Oh. Maybe I can start the server and then go into the chat. Chat disable local history. Okay, no, so you don't do that. Go in here. Untitled chat. Sending messages as a user will trigger inferencing config. Click user. New chat. Okay. System prompt below is an instruction that describes a task. Write a response that appropriately completes the request. Okay. Where do you actually do the markdown? In text. 3 billion parameter. Export plain text. Checked model. Oh, here. It's right in front of me. Okay, tell me what I would write to list all folders in the current directory. Now, Openinterpreter should be capable of writing files, manipulating images, and actually even controlling. Yeah, see. How would I do that on Windows? Use this command, window explorer.exe, list all folders. See, it's not really right, is it? So I'm gonna go back and we're gonna try one more thing that's pretty cool. Check model. Okay, sweet. Back here, and we're going to go to select a model. It's a llama one. Start server, and this is the one where -os, I believe. Interpreter. I gotta learn how to spell. So now it should control my operating system. These packages are required for OS control. Sweet. Install away. Are you done? Click close on OBSstudio. To close OBSstudio, I will simulate the action of clicking. Okay. Well, if it closes, guys, you know I succeeded. It succeeded. It won't succeed. Now, what I'll do is, I don't actually know, it could be using 3.5 at the moment. It looks like it's fast enough to be using 3.5 or 4. The task is impossible. Try to click on OBSstudio window title if visible. Oh, okay. So maybe it can't actually see it because it's minimized. Try again as it is now visible. Okay. Oh. No. I think it actually did try to do it. I don't know where my mouse is. Okay. No, I do know where my mouse is. It's over there on the right. Yeah. So my computer has either got many problems. Oh, it's trying to do Alt F4. Nice. Seems weird when I go to use the computer module. Yeah. So this should be doing autocorrect, so it should realize, oh, I haven't got what py auto GUI, it's not there, so then it should install it, and then it should continue on afterwards. Yeah, so these are the latest things that I've been working on and looking at, and I'm also going to chat to my kid. Yeah. What happened?
I just got black when I chose the racing game.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Maybe the racing game is broken.
No, it's not. It is picked.
Oh, he looks like you.
And that. Oh, God.
Try again.